Welcome back to the Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. It's Saturday, the 8th of October. I posted a video yesterday on building the door part 1. And so today I'm going to do the second part of it, and we're actually going to try to get the door hung and set in place. And so at the same time, before I do that, I've got to do some painting. And so I'm going to set up, and you always hear the expression, you know, you're watching paint dry. Well, today I'm actually you're going to be doing a little bit of that, and I'm doing a little bit of that as well as I'm trying to get my trims painted so I can set the door and set the hinges so I don't have to go back and paint in around the hinges later. And so I'll set up here and show you kind of what I'm doing. Also, I'll show you the door now that I've got the trims on it. So as I noted last night, this is the door that I'm doing. I've already started painting in around here. And so I'm going to paint these trims on the front of the building and get a coat of paint on them, because I figured while I'm at it, I'm going to be up there on the ladder anyway, I might as well give those a coat. Now, I took the door itself. It's a heavy door, probably somewhere around 80 to 100 pounds by the time you have that cement board on it and all the plywood and everything. Maybe it's a little less, but I'll just come up here. I brought it up this morning, and as you can see, this is what I have. Now that middle part, all I did, wherever I stapled, I actually just filled them with a little bit of caulking, let it dry. This will be the dark green. These are, zero in here, I just 45'd the edges here. And I've got a couple coats of paint on this, so I'm going to let that dry and then put maybe one more before I hang the door. Come around here, so you can see the thickness of it. The thickness of this door is probably close to 2.5 inches by the time you get those moldings on. So it's going to be fairly heavy. Now there's two ways of hanging these doors. One is to hang them on the inside, which would mean that the door would be, you know, out there. There would be about 2.5 inches exposure, you know, for the rain to beat in. I prefer to actually set my door and hinge it flush with the outside, so you have the rain the closest to the outside. The water is going to run out to the outside, because all I'm putting on here for weather seals are just because it's a barn, I'm just putting wood strips around it to keep the bugs and stuff out, and bees. But yeah, that's what I have here. And so when I set this, I'm going to have to set it from up here on the top, because it's too heavy for me to do it off a ladder. It's too dangerous at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you when I get to that point. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. It's all done with some braces and some shims to actually get it into place properly. And so that's where we are today. Back down here. One of these days I'll get the cement floor poured and get the stairs in. Just putting it off because it's nice weather outside. And so I am going to try to find a place to set you up here and see if we can't watch the process. I have to be careful because I don't want it right directly in the sun.
Okay, it's a little later in the day. I was doing a lot of kind of minor stuff here. I'll show you what I have here. This actually goes in and locks this, and then this is going to have a padlock on it so the kids can't open it up and fall out. I'll have the key. And as you can see here, that's what it looks like from up top. So this is now complete. I just have to maybe do some touch-ups with the paint. I put on, I'm going to open this back up. Still a little damp, so I'm not dry. We'll actually go right back out and fold against the wall. I made these moldings right here. I'll just come over here in the light where you can see. I made these moldings here at a pine that's about 1 3/8. Just did a round over. Had to build out for this where this hasp goes. I did the same thing on the door over there. I don't know whether you can see it. I had to build out for the lock, the slide deadbolt there, so it would actually come in the middle closer to hold this instead of it would be right to the edge and it would just break off. So I'll go down and show you what it looks like from down below. Pull this. That's the finished product. I just face mounted the hinges there. That gives me, they're just a lot easier to do that way. So overall, the door, I think once I get that painted green, it's going to turn out look very nice. And so that is the start to finish. Sorry it was a little choppy and the painting was the video was a little choppy, but as always, I appreciate you joining me. It's hard to video by yourself, and I don't use GoPro, I just use a camera. So as always, I appreciate you joining me, and if you would, please like and subscribe, and hopefully I will bring you along for the side over here, the next side, when I do the siding there and some of the trim and whatnot. And so until then, you have a great day.